Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I wanted to make a video on how to put on your false lashes. I know a lot of people don't like using false lashes. I personally do. I think it bumps up the way your makeup looks. And today I want to go ahead and teach you how I put my lashes on. So the three things that you're going to be using today is obviously your lashes. At the dollar store, they're the iFull-Lash number 46. I usually purchase the cheap ones just because I always, whenever I take them off, I don't put them in their case. I just throw them everywhere, and I honestly, personally, cannot be wasting so much money on expensive lashes just because I don't take care of them. But you are more than welcome to pick whatever brand, whatever style you want to use for today. Then you're going to need some tweezers. This usually just helps me. Some people actually can't put on lashes with tweezers, but I use tweezers to make it easier to put them on my eyelids. And then lastly, obviously, you need some glue. I do use the Duo brush-on adhesive in the dark shade in black. If you are just learning how to put on your lashes, I recommend using the white glue instead of the black, just because when you do use the black and you don't have experience with lashes, you can't get the black all over your eyelid. Whereas if you use the white glue, it can kind of just fade off once it dries. The first thing I'm going to do is obviously go ahead and open my lashes. I grab the tweezers to actually take them out of here just so I don't rip them, like so. And the first thing I do is actually go ahead and measure my lash even before I start putting the glue on. I first figure out which end I'm gonna go ahead and use to cut it if I do need to cut it. Oh, and by the way, you need scissors if your eye is pretty small. If you need to usually cut your lashes, I would recommend getting scissors for this. But I pretty much go ahead and just measure my eyelash to see how it's gonna look on my eye. For the most part, I don't really have to cut the lash because my eyes are pretty long. They're like very almond shaped. So these actually are perfect. I don't need to cut anything. But if you have a small eye and you feel that it's going to be bugging in the front or in the end, go ahead and cut it. You don't need to cut a lot. Just if I were to be cutting this lash, I would probably just take that much off. Next, after you go ahead and measure your lash, I am going to go ahead and take my glue, grab my eyelash in between my two fingers. Don't grab a lot of glue. You don't need a lot. Less is more. And then just go ahead and put a strip of glue on my eyelash. Make sure you go ahead and grab the ends of this. That's really, really important because then it won't stick to the ends and then they'll pop off. After I put the glue on my lash, I wait a couple seconds for it to get tacky. This is key whenever putting your eyelash on. I've heard millions of girls that say, I cannot put my lash on because it comes off right when I'm putting it on. Well, the problem with that is you're not letting it get tacky. The tackiness of the glue will go ahead and allow the lash to stick to your lashes. Or not your lashes, your eyelid. So go ahead and I kind of just do something else. I already do have my full face of makeup on, so I don't really need to do anything right now, just to wait. But I like either curling my lashes when I'm waiting for this, or whatever the case may be, just let it get tacky. I usually wait about a minute, or maybe not even a minute, about 45 seconds to go ahead and let it get tacky, and then go ahead and start applying. What I usually like doing is grabbing my eyelash and putting the tweezers right in the middle, so when I'm applying it, I'm not putting it what is it called? Crooked? Just kidding. Crooked. So I'm gonna go ahead and start applying. Make sure you do this slowly. I like kind of putting it in the middle first. Once I know where I want it to be, then I grab the ends and start sticking as close to your lash line as possible. I kind of wait for the lash to stick to my eyelash at the ends because that's where I don't want it to pop off. Once I have that in set, do not touch it. Try to start applying the other lash. Let that dry on your lash line. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my other eyelash. Sometimes a person can have one eye bigger than the other, so I just go ahead and measure the eyelash one more time. For the most part, it's pretty accurate. I mean, not a lot of people's eyes are that much different, but I also like checking once in a while. So that fits. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab this. Grab my glue. Place it on my lash. Let it dry. Sometimes I even blow a little bit. Again, place the tweezers right in the middle of my lash. Place it on my eye. Measure where I want to leave it. Right there is good. And then stick it to the ends. And then let it dry. This one should be okay. So once I go back to the other eye, I pretty much like grabbing any type of tweezer. It doesn't actually have to be an end like this, but I kind of like pushing them up. Just so your eye doesn't look droopy and they're not placed this way, they're actually placed up. I kind of just play with it, kind of press it against my eyelid so it stands up, and then you have a very open eye. I don't know if you can kind of tell the difference between a droopy eyelash and a lash that has been pushed up. I like the difference. It makes you a lot more awake. You can totally skip this step, but I kind of like meshing my real lashes with the fake eye strip. And what I kind of go ahead and do is grab my tweezers and kind of just pinch them together. And I like doing this step just to go ahead and stick them together so they don't look like that. I go ahead and stand them up and grab your tweezers and stick them together. You can go ahead and use mascara on top of them, kind of to go ahead and blend your real lash with your strip. I sometimes like doing that depending on the type of lash. This one did pretty well in blending together. Sometimes if I feel that the lash is very heavy, these are not heavy, I actually like these because I don't feel like they're too heavy for my eye. But if I feel that the lash is a little too heavy for my eye, I do bring my glue with me to wherever I'm gonna go, just in case if it falls, I can go ahead and just put it back on. Right, and this is the final result. Please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and comment down below what type of techniques you use to go ahead and put on your eyelashes, which glue you use, which are your favorite lashes. I know I'm in the search right now to find very wispy, voluminous lashes. I cannot wait until I go shopping for lashes again because I am running out. But if you want to go ahead and see more videos, go ahead and give this video a like, comment, subscribe. So I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye.